नमस्कार। एमएससी फिजिक्स सेमेस्टर 2 पेपर 6 एटॉमिक एंड मॉलिक्यूलर फिजिक्स के अंतर्गत ई कंटेंट्स के रूप में इस कोरोना काल अवधि में आपसे संपर्क करने और विषय को प्रस्तुत करने के लिए मैं अनिल कुमार गुप्ता, राजकीय महाविद्यालय अजमेर के भौतिक शास्त्र विभाग से। पिछले वीडियोस में हमने एक्सचेंज डिजनरेसी को समझा है, आइडेंटिकल पार्टिकल को समझा है और इस कार्य के बाद पाउली प्रिंसिपल का स्टडी किया। पाउली प्रिंसिपल को हमने टू पार्टिकल सिस्टम के लिए लर्न किया, उसका वेव फंक्शन निकाला। फिर पाउली प्रिंसिपल को हमने एन पार्टिकल के लिए डिस्कस किया, वेव फंक्शन ड्राइव किया। स्पेक्ट्रोस्कोपी में पाउली प्रिंसिपल बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है। इट प्ले ए वेरी वाइटल रोल इन स्पेक्ट्रोस्कोपी फाउंडेशन and the principle basically governs the group behavior of all particle of elementary particle possess spin half h cross including electron, proton, neutron. One of the most important consequences of the principle is that in the interaction of identical particles of spin half h cross, new forces of non-dynamical characters appears. The principle also predicts that whenever atom approaches distance where their electronic structure begins to interpenetrate, then very strong repulsive force appears which account for very low compressibility of liquid and solid. Because of this principle, the property of electron gas are quite different in many respects from those of an ordinary gas. This is what the main role of this Pauli exclusion principle. Now, today we shall discuss wave function for helium atom. Then by knowing this wave function, we shall study the Pauli spin matrices, and tomorrow we shall discuss variation method. You just see, for a system of n non-interacting fermions, the wave function psi a satisfied Pauli exclusion principle and represents a stable state. This wave function is written as psi a is equals to 1 upon root of factorial n. You just see how the wave function has been written here. In first row, psi n1 1 psi n1 2 psi n1 3 dot psi n1 n. Similarly, for second particle second row, and similarly for nth particle nth row, and the final row will be written as psi nn1 psi nn2, last element will be psi nn. The function suggests that the state does not exist at all if any of the two fermions are in the same quantum state. Hence, we can write the wave function for a system of two electrons. So, for two electrons, the wave function is written as psi a is equals to 1 by root 2 psi n1 1 psi n1 2 psi n2 1 psi n2 2. On the solution of this, 1 by root 2 within bracket psi n1 1 psi n2 2 minus of psi n2 my psi n1 2. This equation number 2, this representation of equation number 2 is two particle representation, and expression 2 does not as such represents the eigenfunction of s square sz or l square lz. Now we can write down the wave function for helium atom. For helium atom, we now take a specific example of helium atom in the ground state 1s2 and 1s2s excited state. For the ground state, n1 is equals to 1 0 0 1 by 2, and for n2 it is 1 0 0 minus 1 by 2. Thus represents spin allowed is only 0, and possible wave functions is 1 by root 2 u n1 r1 u n2 r2 plus u n2 r1 u n1 r2 with a product of 1 by root 2 b1 1 b minus 2 minus of b plus 2 b minus 1. It belongs to singlet ground state. In the excited state, S is equals to 0 and S is equals to 1. So both are allowed because n is different and we have 4 possible wave functions, and all the 4 possible wave functions are written as here. Please note that first three wave functions belongs to S is equals to 1, ms is equals to 1, 0, minus 1, and represents the triplet state, and the last one where S is equals to 0, ms is equals to 0 values. Note that in these representation, space and spin functions have been separately normalized. Further, we note that every survived state is antisymmetric state. So after writing this helium atom wave function, now we shall discuss Pauli spin matrices. The wave function for helium atom we shall use in variation method for the determination of ground state energy. Now Pauli spin matrices, the simplest mathematical representation that has been found to satisfy the commutator requirement is a set of matrices called Pauli spin matrices multiplied by half H cross. Pauli spin matrices are sigma x as written here, sigma y and sigma z. The corresponding spin operator are Sx is equals to 1 by 2 H cross sigma x, Sy is equals to 1 by 2 H cross sigma y, Sz is equals to 1 by 2 H cross sigma z. These are the spin operator, and the value of sigma x, sigma y and sigma z is written in equation number 1. To test one of the commutation relation for the Sx Sy, so the commutator become Sx Sy minus S by Sx. You have read all the commutation relation in your BSc final year. You have read this in semester 1 also. You have solved the commutation relation problem for angular momentum, for the spin, and you have solved also this for position and momentum. So using Sx Sy operator values, this expression become 1 by 4 H cross square, these two matrices, minus 1 by 4 H cross square, and finally on the solution, after the solution, the commutation relation for Sx Sy is equals to 1 by 2 IH cross H cross sigma z or IH cross Sz. So commutation relation of Sx Sy is equals to IH cross Sz. Similarly, other commutation relation can also be tested, as we have done here for the Sx Sy. For the commutation relation of Sy and Sz will be IH cross Sx. The operator for the square of spin angular momentum, that is S square, is equals to 1 by 4 H cross square sigma x square plus sigma y square plus sigma z square. So it is 3 by 4 H cross square with a multiplied with a matrix. The spin wave function is a 2 cross 1 column matrix. So Xi is equals to like this. the square of upper entry A square basically gives the probability of finding the electron with spin up, that is ms is equals to plus a half. Similarly, the square of lower entry, that is B square, gives the probability for finding the electron with spin down, that is ms is equals to minus half. The following function behave as eigenfunction of s square and sz, where alpha and beta are defined like this. The first represents a spin up electron and second a spin down electron. The eigenvalue equation may be written as Sz alpha. Sz alpha, we define Sz cap is equals to 1 by 2 H cross sigma z. So by using value of sigma z Pauli spin matrices and alpha, and the final product become 1 by 2 H cross alpha. It reflects that Z component of spin up state is 1 by 2 H cross, consistent with the requirement. Okay, thank you. And we shall learn variation method tomorrow. Thank you.